So, previously on Join the Anarchy, the team decided, long story short, to infiltrate Ares headquarters. Why? Because they want leverage on Copper Colton, Voltar's father and director of biotechnologies, of Ares Biotechnologies.
Also huge douchebag.
Also huge douchebag that threatened to reveal that Fritz is a technomancer and Deliverance is a blood mage, and basically jeopardize their entire lives because, you know, they didn't want to accept a job against an insect queen, against going off and fighting insect spirits for 10 karma. So yeah, and basically they just want leverage on the guy because that will at least put them on a level playing field to ensure their safety even after the job. And therefore, leading us to this moment. Other things that occurred, Fritz was approached by Tombstone Orion, who,
what a name.
Yeah, right? An individual who works for the Draco Foundation and Atlantean Foundation and is in charge of artifact retrieval, and mentioned, hey, there was this golden idol thing that we believe made its way into Ares headquarters, was sold off, and look at that, the team has already come across that thing before, so now they have to find it and steal it back.
I just hope it's on a mannequin in like a storage room, because I hope it's a bathing suit still.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too.
Right. In addition, Deliverance pretty much faked her death, and
there's no about it.
Straight
up.
There's fake death.
She died.
There was an explosion.
Yes, and has swapped identities, or rather, she's waiting for an identity to
come through.
Sorry, I'm just. I know this is serious. I just read Nick Morgan's thing,
of course.
and in my head, the image was beautiful.
I feel gorgeous. Hey, thanks, Palmer, for that. Ooh, nice. $4.40. Appreciate it. And leaving 20 HP left on the stream boss.
20 HP, 20 cents. Get in it. Get on it.
He does it on purpose. It's really good.
But with Deliverance's death means that she can't see her original family. So.
Yeah.
Yep. She's cut off contact from
That's
her
true.
family.
Original family.
Who she loves a lot. Do anything
Okay, you guys are being awfully flippant about my major character development.
I'm trying to help, alright?
It's okay. I definitely believe you, Deliverance.
And finally, in addition to that, oh yes, thank you to Soy Mage.
Nice.
We just defeated the stream boss. Everyone gets a point of edge. Thank you very much.
Woo-hoo. And that carries over from our last session.
Correct.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. In addition, Voltar found out more information about her mother, Minerva, who is currently the lead of research and development for Firewatch, the Ares special ops force that is dedicated to clearing out bug spirit hives.
What does she look like again? I'm sorry.
We
had a description from chat.
Red hair, strong cheekbones. She's starting to gray. She's weathered, but she carries herself well.
She has a badass cyber arm.
Yeah, she has a cyber arm that turns into a gun, and she wears Mortimer of London and gloves.
Yeah, she's badass. She's a woman with pants. She knows what she wants.
She's a woman with pants?
Yeah, I said pants. What did you think I said? What did you think I said?
No, it just is a funny thing. She's a woman with pants.
Yeah, she
knows what she wants.
Yeah, that's you've never heard that before. She's a woman with pants.
I have never heard that before.
There's she wears the pants.
There you go.
I've heard she wears the pants.
I like my version better.
She's a woman with a shirt.
I like my version better.
Yeah.
Woman with shoes. All right. I think that covers everything. So
okay.
we things. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go over real quick the certain security measures and things that you've already discovered and that you need to work around. Yeah. So first is area security. Voltar has Copper Colton's handprints embedded in her dynamic handprints, so she can go ahead and use executive elevators and passageways, and hopefully get you all in. There are pizza tunnels underneath used for goods and deliveries.
Of course.
Underneath the building. There
As
are...
a corporation does.
The wage slaves here are all trained in firearms, and they open carry. It is just corporate. It's a corporate thing that they do. They're very militaristic.
Yeah, I bet when they get a promotion, they're like, "Here's your new 5mm," and they're like, "Oh, thank you."
The building is they all carry around Ares Predators.
Yeah.
The building is 400 stories tall. The building is covered in mirrored glass to ensure that mages can't see inside and attack the people within. And it sits in the middle of a plaza, a wide open plaza. So being able to just approach it from surface level is difficult. Luckily, you guys know about the tunnels. I think those were all of the things. If anybody remembers anything else.
How many stories tall did you say?
About 400.
Okay. That's tall. That's real big.
I would like to do a plot point immediately.
Go for it.
Because I have an idea. Voltar's gonna contact Gage, and because she trusts him completely. She'll mention these like tunnels, and I want him to be like, "Oh yes, here's how you get in. I used to use them." Because I want to know how to get into those without either being caught and/or if there is like a security protocol that.
And I could see that making sense because he is
He's a gunsmith.
He's a smuggler. He's a weapon smuggler. So yes, absolutely. All right.
So now Gage is working against Ares.
He the last time that I called him when this whole shit went down, he basically told me, "Yeah, I'm done. Stay safe."
Gotcha. Is this the song?
This is not the song.
I was good. It has like rain. I was about to.
I added.
this is
I'm
good.
This
layering
sounds great,
rain
though.
on top.
This sounds
Wow!
fancy.
National GM Appreciation Day, every guy.
nice. You're so good.
We appreciate you.
Oz added rain on top of music. Oh!
The ambiance is on fleek.
Do kids still use that term? We'll still use it.
No, I'm aging myself for sure.
now we call it lit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, rain always is foreboding in the world of anarchy. Whenever there's rain, there's death. So, whether that
Based
would
on
be
this
to
show.
a boyfriend or another person.
Who needs boyfriends?
All right. Let's get in here. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
just lost my entire family. I got nothing left to lose.
Fuck you, Cole.
The downtown Detroit is a walled city that is currently made up of desperate wage slaves under military law. The people who were once super comfortable with their employment at Ares and would travel out to their nice homes above the city in downtown are now worried for their futures. However, the streets of downtown are lined with knight-errant police officers, ensuring that nobody gets out of hands the way that things have been going outside of the walls of Detroit. And standing above all of that is the 400-story monolith with the Ares logo rotating in AR, the big blue and red and white Spartan helmet. Ares, making the world a safer place. It is nighttime. As you all made your way into downtown, passing security checkpoints, you see from a distance wage slaves leaving the Ares headquarters carrying boxes of their things. People moving out. People that once lived in that facility. In the rain, in the light thunder. And you wonder if they now finally know what it's like to be you. Hardships that you've had to endure your entire life have now befallen them, and you can't help but feel sorry for them, but perhaps not too sorry. They've lived a very comfortable, cushy life, and they weren't even really aware of it. But now that Ares has decided to sweep the rug out from everybody and move their headquarters to Atlanta, panic has spread. And anybody that's left inside of the Ares headquarters is either comfortably secure in their move to Atlanta or scared that they won't make it. And as you approach this monolith, this skyraker that towers above the rain clouds, what do you do?
Well, I don't think we should cross this plaza. Better find the pizza tunnels.
I have a way in through the pizza tunnels.
Perfect.
And so you descend down. You remember the old entrance that you found with Onyx, that fateful day that you tried to infiltrate the Detroit City Hall and failed. You walk underneath into the tunnels and make your way through a labyrinthian network and find yourselves underneath the plaza, the infamous plaza, where Damian Knight, the CEO of Ares, has made his fiefdom of Detroit. You find a way inside of the Ares headquarters. Chat, please tell us, what do they find underneath Ares headquarters? What is the first area that they encounter? They've made it safely inside.
So we're in like a sub-basement? A basement?
We'll say you're in a sub-basement area, yes.
Okay.
Thanks for that sub, Palmer.
Speaking of subs.
While we wait for a suggestion, what's going through your heads, or what's the conversation and the feeling like?
Deliverance is, she feels like somebody blasted a hole through her chest, and is kind of numb right now. So she's just kind of absentmindedly playing with the cross that she wears on her neck, and she's very, very focused. She's there's no jovial, friendly banter that she usually partakes in.
I think Voltar is gonna pick up on Deliverance's, I would say stress or emotional stress, and like a a service dog, she's gonna be right next to Deliverance's side.
Aw.
This is an extremely stressful and important situation, and Fritz has been running through a ton of different scenarios to try and best execute their plan, but right now his attention is stuck on the little girl with the static hair kicking her feet sitting on top of the Ares logo. And he's checking to see if the program is running, and it's still not.
The don't know why there's video lag. I'm not getting any drop frames, chat, so
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you,
Twitch
chat.
maybe it's everybody. Everyone's wrong.
Sorry, I was interrupted there.
That's fine.
I was muted. I'm sorry, I missed the last minute.
Character drama. And also figuring out why we are lagging in chat. Hopefully it gets fixed.
I'm reading all of these suggestions.
The audio's coming through okay. Yeah, no, I'm not getting any drop frames, so I'm kind of like, what?
Am I? Hold on.
If anything, for now, chat, I would suggest lowering video quality momentarily until you feel like you want to just swap back to auto. Let's move forward. So, what do we want to take first? To set the scene, I definitely want to take Big Daddy Hub's suggestion that this is a the sub-basement is a mechanical room with HVAC units.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And so I can actually take off the rain. I just realized.
Yeah, we're inside.
I like Cole's suggestion. I'm going to take Cole's suggestion that it's a laundry room. There's a laundry room as well. So we got all the HVAC, but like right next to it is a laundry, but it like nothing's been processed for a long time because all the people who do laundry have been laid off. And so it's just like this nasty smell. But bonus, we have some optional Ares uniforms to wear because they're
Hey.
they're not terribly clean, but
Very true. Yeah, you have old Ares. What kind of uniforms would you say are in here?
I think they'd probably be something like blue collar, like coveralls, and the kind of like stuff for people who would repair things around the building. And I think there's a couple of like people who would wear like supervisor outfits, like they've got like polos and like tan pants. You wear these horrible smelling security guards, and maybe a couple security guard uniforms. So, oh, am I too loud? Sorry.
No, I went ahead and lowered it on my end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what does everyone wear?
Bitch, I can just get in. I'm Voltar. I was practically born here. I'm wearing my leather Ares jacket with the Spartan helmet on the back and...
But do you really want to, like, show yourself?
Oh, honey. I can be seen when I want to. I can vanish when I want to. And I'm gonna go with all chrome skin. I feel like I'm gonna stand out no matter what.
I suppose. I'm gonna go with janitorial. Nobody pays attention to janitors.
I'm going to check the outfits and try and recreate the way they look with my new chameleon coat.
Nice.
So what I'm assuming is kind of like the white just kind of like lab codey sort of thing with like the little Ares logo on it. Actually, it has a little Ares pin that you like pin to your thing, a little metal pin.
That janitor sure is shiny.
Yeah, I hope my volume sounds a little better, everybody.
Fine on Discord.
Yep. Cool. Cool. So with that, you go deeper into the facility, and here is the track that was created for us by Prism Shard.
Yes.
So let's see.
Oh, I love it. It's so ominous.
There was a thing I want from somebody. Lasers and sonic attacks. Okay. Let's do a... I want to take Greyman's suggestion a little higher up. A menagerie of security animals and a sleeping basilisk blocks the path.
Of course.
So, this 2.5 meter long awakened Komodo dragon is what they call a basilisk. And it is... Yes.
How reflective is my skin? Because
How
I
reflective is your
myself
skin?
have
I wouldn't
recently...
say it's like mirror skin. But...
Okay. I was gonna say, I have recently encountered a basilisk in my other campaign, so I know exactly how to defeat this shit. Obviously, Voltar's not going to, but I was curious about if my skin was reflective enough, or if the basilisk looked at me.
I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's that reflective.
Okay, fair enough.
And it's currently wandering the halls, and you hear the little the pitter patter of its heavy footfalls. What do you do?
Okay. I think I might call a spirit to distract it.
Okay.
Maybe Spirit of Beasts, because that can, I don't know. Spirit of Beasts. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Do it.
So, let's, man, it's been a while since I rolled on this show.
We've been doing a lot of role playing, haven't we?
Yeah.
And not being
So
on.
that's 10. But before I do anything, before she does anything, she pulls back a couple of bandanas that are on her wrists and slices them. I'm gonna go all the way and take 3 damage, and self-sacrifices. So this will be a roll for 13. 6 successes.
Let's see here. So you're finding, as you're summoning your beast, something about Ares' headquarters is making it really difficult to pull from the astral plane. But with the blood magic from the sacrifice, you feel that extra power surge through and just reach into the astral and pull this beast into your grasp and into your command.
Okay, so it's kind of like this extra effort, and I want the beast to go and kind of like distract the basilisk, like make some scurrying sounds and sort of. I don't know if it can leave its scent behind if it's astral. But yeah, manifest.
They are dual natured, the basilisks, so they can already start sensing that something is around, especially since you sent your beasts in to specifically distract, and it starts chasing after this Spirit of Beast location, giving you all an opportunity to sneak past.
I do like a pre agreed upon hand motion.
I mean, Voltar would know those because, military training.
Exactly.
The bird.
Pros.
Just start doing a perfect choreography dance in the underground.
So, you make your way closer to the
We're not
elevators.
rolling stealth? Sweet.
No, it's distracted.
Nice.
Actually,
Stop reminding the teacher about homework.
That's true.
Right.
Should.
Sorry.
You know what? No,
I'm a good
no,
kid.
You know what? No. Go ahead and roll stealth, but I'll make sure that on my end the basilisk is at a disadvantage.
The only reason I say it is because the basilisks in from what I remember is like they rely on hearing more than anything. So
Should have got that reroll from my chameleon and got 5.
In Anarchy, they don't care.
Oh wait, do I need to roll stealth too?
Yes, everybody does.
Oh boy, it's just
4
straight agility.
successes.
Just agility for me, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pre-edge this. Oh, okay.
Nice.
4 successes.
Did you add the 1 for pre-edging?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forget.
How much stealth?
All right.
I'm glad that you reminded me of that because I played my Shadowrun campaign yesterday and I get to add 7 to my roll because he is 7 edge. So.
So this is a fantastic opportunity. You guys just slide right through past this thing like not even a problem.
Awesome.
You approach where you know that the elevators are supposed to be, so where all of the delivery people typically go to bring their pizzas to the wage slaves inside. And you see there is, plot point, a security checkpoint. Commercial security checkpoint. They are things that they would have: metal detectors, scanners, so SIN scanner, credential scanners, basically. They are packing. They have their Ares Predators on their side, but Voltar, you know that they have heat just nearby, that they have big guns somewhere. That's, well, for themselves, because there's also and I'm going to take this, you have to scroll up for this one page to put, this is going to be Prism Shard suggestion. There are pop-up turrets with late-stage experimental weapon systems like lasers and sonic attacks.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, instead of a pop-up, it's there. One of them is there hanging near the just past that metal detector.
Oh, I wanted to add I know someone said animal testing labs, but it gave me the idea of, since this is a very militaristic place and everything like that, I will use a plot point if necessary. I just think that they would have kennels.
Yeah.
And I feel like what would be cooler, because this is Ares, is that these dogs that are normally German Shepherds and, the normal police dogs or whatever, I can't think of the breed right now, for some reason. Dobermans? Anyways, instead of having the normal breed, they're all cybernetic.
So cybernetic Dobermans?
Yeah, Dobermans, yeah.
Okay.
Cyberpuppas.
Yeah, so they basically have cybernetic sniffing dogs.
Yeah. They look
they
badass.
have some in cages, but they also have a few that are kind of wandering on. They're on a leash, but there's with the area security guards, and you see them petting the dogs, entertaining themselves until someone arrives.
There's just one guard that's like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" Like loving this dog up.
So the turret on the ceiling is what do you do?
Much like any facility that you infiltrate, there are just random alcoves in the walls to slip in when security cameras or guards walk past. So Fritz goes into one, and he's like against the front wall, and then he passes out and he slides back, and his like shoulders hit the back, so he's like perfectly propped up, so he's not like laying down, but he's like in the alcove. He goes into the matrix, and he's gonna see about shutting off the. Now it's the metal detector is what like wakes up the turrets, or the turrets also just see on their own.
You'll have to take a look at it in the Matrix, man.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Well, that's what I'm looking for, is what I should say.
Alcoves, air ducts, and perfectly placed crates. Yeah, you know, the works.
Yeah. There's a lot of like knee-high walls for the.
Yeah.
All right. So 11, 12, 13. Ooh, spicy. This is a hacking test. Bang, bang, 7.
Solid.
Are you're dropping into virtual reality, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so the host for Ares looks like very militaristic. You see the ice, the patrol ice that's wandering around, literally on patrol. They look like soldiers. And there is already, similar to this, there is the login gates for the host are this security checkpoint. And with your hacking, and I'm going to spend a point of edge to reroll my failures, because that was bullshit. How many successes did you get?
7.
The areas you fake your credentials. You think it's good enough. You go up to the patrol ice and log in, and they review your credentials, and they step aside and let you in through the gates.
Do I just get to go in because they've probably known me from this entrance?
This is on the Matrix.
Oh, okay.
It's in virtual reality.
Sorry, blacked out.
So here you see, you have access. You have access to start manipulating any system that I have described thus far.
Okay. I'm going to.
Now, something I want to say. This system is notoriously difficult. This host is AAA headquarters. I am rolling a lot of dice against you. You beat me by 1 success. So just keep this in mind.
Look at that smile.
I mean, I mean, City Hall didn't go so great, and that's just a fucking place where schmucks hang out.
Talk about pineapple pizza.
So yeah, they're like, so I'm gonna try and shut off the metal detector and the turrets. Well, am I able to do specifically like the metal detector and turrets don't turn off, but they just don't see us specifically?
Yeah, I mean you're deactivating them in some way so that they don't. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's basically how I'm going to operate everything here. Is I'm not going to turn it off directly. I'm just going to hide us from it.
Sure. Do that and roll a glitch die.
Okay. Okay. I'm also going to pre-edge. So we go. Sick.
Oh yeah.
Let's roll the glitch die real quick.
Sure.
Okay, that's fine. And then I pre-edged, but I can still after edge that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's so re-rolling a pre-edged. It's just a regular roll now, right? It's not the 4.
Just 5s.
No, I would say it still counts with the 4s.
Still 4s? Sick. So that was
I mean, this is double edged, so I
14.
would say yes.
12d6 caret 4. Please give. Okay, so that's 8.
Okay.
Nice.
You realize you almost like trip an alarm, right? You realize that you cannot afford to be careless here. You are able to carefully shut off any any sensors for the metal detector and the turret.
Gotcha. Yeah, Fritz is like, he's like, oh yeah, I'll just do this one, and then he almost does the one right next to it, and he's like, huh, and then does the right one.
Whoops.
It's like a big red button that's like security, and you're like, oh no, not that one.
Yeah.
Now, what did you want to do about the scanners? The credential scanners?
The credential scanners? Was
Yes.
that not one of the things I just hit with my...
You took out
That's what I was trying to-
metal
that's kinda like-
detectors
yeah.
and the turret. Hey, thanks, Gray Man, for that, and everyone
Okay.
gets a point of edge. Stream Boss is
Yeah.
defeated.
Sick, thanks, Gray Man.
We're
So,
gonna live.
so I should just do another hack for that to...
Well, what is it that you want to do with the scanners? Because deactivating the scanners is probably not a great idea. You want
Right.
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I haven't like turned off anything. I've just hid us from its sensors. Is what I was trying to.
From the metal detectors and the turrets. The
Right, okay.
credential scanners,
So the
you want to
credential scanners-
read. You want it to read that you're authorized to enter,
Right. Okay.
unless
So, yeah,
Voltar has
that's
a
what I-
plan, an alternative plan.
I'll
She wants
I'll
to put her
text
face to it.
and be like, I'll text and be like, hey, do you have a plan, lol?
Do you have plan, lol?
Voltar will just simply text back, my plan is just to walk up and say that I'm with my team to see my father. I feel like they would have to let me in with that. I've gone in through differently, but this is the first time you two have been with me.
It's not a good idea to tell anybody that we are your shadowrunning team, because if you tell anyone anything, then that is going to make it up to your father before we can get in.
That's fair.
If it's you and a couple of the whoever's from Ares, it's you and 2 people you're hanging out with. But just in case, I'm going to your clearance is fine, but I'm going to doctor mine deliverances still.
Hold on. Either way, you two will need credentials. I can't simply say that even if you are a part of my team, I couldn't even say you are a part of Gage's operation. They still card those people.
Right.
The only way through that I can think of is a distraction.
Well, I can doctor our credentials to make it into the system. But if I don't have to roll the dice on this, so to say, then it's a bit safer. But that's actually, you gave me a good idea with this. If we're asked or there's any sort of weird looks, then we are simply a part of Gage's team, since he is in on this, it seems, right?
Yes, he also should still be in the system that I know of.
Okay.
He wouldn't just drop a AAA corporation connection.
Right.
He could use it for his benefits.
Alright. So, I will doctor our credentials and
I hate that
deliverance.
Oz is just...
I know his face right now is freaking me out.
Don't look at him.
Don't look at him.
Okay,
I'm
no,
just
no.
not looking at him.
Don't look at him.
Thank you, Travis, for the advice. Just, yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, okay, so I will doctor our credentials. Yours should be fine down here, right? The only thing you don't have access to in this facility is the executive offices.
Yes, I should be fine down here. This isn't
Now,
my
what if-
first time going through here.
What if your credentials have been flagged? Can you find that out? What if the second you use them, Copper gets a notice?
then he will know that I am in the building, but not you two. I can handle my father.
I'm just afraid we're gonna tip him off to our location. That's what I'm worried about.
I can simply persuade him that I am here on a different mission, problem, quest, thing. I have my ways.
What would you like to do?
Going to doctor our credentials. like I said
Yeah.
that's all we have.
Fritz, can you check and see if there's anything flagged on her credentials? I don't know if
Can
that's
I
possible.
voice in my head? Am I able to?
Am I texting you?
Function?
Yeah.
Am I able
Voice
to,
in the sky?
yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
GM?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and give me a matrix
Okay.
perception.
Matrix
Well, I guess no, this would be hacking
perception.
because you're looking through records. So
Alright, that's just as good. Bam, ba-da, ba-da, bang, bang. 4.
are you comfortable with this level of success?
I'm not comfortable at all right now.
Bang, 6.
Okay. You're going through, you're sifting through different nodes trying to locate where the access credentials would be. You find them, nearly trip a data bomb, but you are able to, you notice it just in the nick of time, deactivate it,
Okay.
and find the access files. And yes, you do indeed find that Voltar is on a notify security alert monitor, not danger level, but monitor carefully, monitor closely, as well as any anyone that she is with.
Yeah, so that's a negative, Ghost Rider. I'm going to doctor your credentials as well. So we're all going to be doctored up, unless you have a weird idea to get in. Because we have to get through the scanner one way or the other.
I look at these two guards. Do I know them?
You can with a plot point.
I have plenty. Hold on, I gotta remove my
Yes, give
hamburger
me
from
your plot
Shax.
points. Give me your plot points.
I know them, and they're good friends of mine. In fact, one of them is Felix. That guy that we ran into last time, unless he wasn't disposed of.
Remind me who Felix was.
Felix, who recognized Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Hey. Oh, so
Coming
Felix
full
is going to
circle.
recognize... Okay, that's a good idea.
Thank you, I try. The other one is, I don't know, just some guy who buys me coffee.
Okay.
Or he tries to, and I'm always like, I am busy. Like, his name... Chat, what's this other guy's name? Also give them... I know how Felix kind of looks, but please, chat, describe these two people and give the other person that's not Felix a name. Thank you.
Oh, you know. They mooks. Yeah, I mean, this guy that gives you, I don't know, Delroy.
Delroy.
Chad Manley.
Chad Manley.
Chad, man, I actually love that.
Okay,
So
let's do
I'm-
it.
Chad Manley.
Hi, I'm Chad Manley.
I'm sorry that I didn't give the enough time for the other ones.
Hey,
I'm
Voltar,
sorry.
do you wanna go out with me? I'm Chad Manley.
Chad
I am
Manley
busy.
has the biggest butt chin you've ever seen.
Dingo Manburger. Let's just keep the gym.
Man-
Oh my god.
Yeah, can we
Right.
These are
just
actually all
Manburger.
moving.
can we just keep these?
Do we just have like ex B-list action heroes? as
Yeah. Let's hang on to
Guys,
these for later because
let's-
these are great.
Okay, chat required aesthetic for security guards. They're all like
They're
So-
all D-list action heroes.
So I like that Chad Manley is an orc. So I'm going to take
Yes.
that. Since these are just like physical descriptors and they currently don't have anything to do with like major plot or like obstacle-y things, I would say that these aren't worth plot points for us, but feel free to throw them into our raffle.
Okay. That I can do.
Chad Manley, the orc, has a Patrick Warburton voice, just so you know.
Oh, give me the voice.
Oh Jesus! Oh, okay. I have to think of like one of his. Oh, he's Krunk in Emperor's New Groove.
Oh dear God, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I'm Patrick Warburton. It's. Oh wait, hold on. Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe.
Listen, Peter. I don't know about that one. I'm Patrick Warburton. Warburton's voice, David Spade's body. What a poor man.
As an orc?
As an orc? Yeah.
David Spade's body, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah. Poor decrepit man.
So Chad Manley and Felix. Hey, you recognize these guards. What do you want to do with that information now, Voltar?
I refer it back to Fritz, that I know them. I could. Oh, hi, cat. I like panicked. I saw something in my camera and was like, Jesus. I'll refer Fritz that I know them and that I could potentially persuade them to let us in without anything. But I know Felix might. I'm not using her voice more often. I'm sorry. I know Felix very well. He could let us in unless something was, well, taken care of by my father. Chad, on the other hand, I could just simply walk over and distract him. He seems to like the idea of coffee. I don't quite understand the ritual of that.
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but if you're confident in your ability to convince them to let us through, I mean, what excuse do you have for them? If the only reason we wouldn't be using our credentials is because we're suspicious, and no matter how well connected you are with the gods, they may be more afraid of the corporation than they are of you.
You are not wrong. The only thing that I can do is try convincing them to just let us through. I don't know how, but I could wing it.
Winging it is definitely not something we want to do here.
If we trigger something at this level, then is gonna be a hell of a time to get up to where we need. We gotta just get through, no notice, nobody's talking about us, we're just invisible.
I think, doctoring...
I have an idea. I can simply ask Felix to let me through because I had a recent argument with my father. I wouldn't want him to know that I am here. I have done it before in a different circumstance, but that was back at the warehouse. I often did it when I was younger to sneak out of the corporation. Plot point. I'll plot point that if you need me to.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. If this is something you're completely confident in.
I am. She'll, kind of fix her jacket a bit and she'll walk up to the two.
All right. So as you approach on your own, the metal detectors, which you know are now deactivated, and your friends, Felix and Chad Manley.
I really just like this coffee.
Hey, Voltar. Hey, Voltar. Hey.
Hello.
Wow. Hey, Victor. Victor?
Good
What are you...
evening.
What? Sorry, Voltar. Voltar.
It is a nickname, inside joke. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, well, I
have-
suppose not. What can we do for you today, Voltar? Sorry, I didn't get you a soy calf today. I didn't know you were coming.
That is fine. I have a favor to ask you. I know that
sure, anything.
Whenever I walk in here, my father is notified. I recently had a discussion with him that I'd rather not relive. Is there any way that you could allow me in? Perhaps just this once, turn off the scanners? And then she'll try doing a smile.
Sure, go ahead and give me a negotiation test. While you notice that Felix and Chad just kind of give each other a glance, like an eye glance. You didn't know that this is something they shouldn't be doing.
So what? You said negotiation test?
Yes, that would be charisma if you don't have it.
I don't. I'm gonna pre-edge this. Then. Boop. 3, and then I have no other bonuses towards that. Is there a possibility to reroll after I pre-edged? Is that a thing in Anarchy?
Yes, if you do you can spend another edge.
That's fine. I have plenty of edge. Oh, Etzia. What am I rolling? Oh, 3. Right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Haha! 5 successes! I'm comfortable with this.
I will spend a point
I
of
have
edge.
to be. If you hear my cat, I apologize. She wants out of my room.
So
she
you
should have been sleeping.
So you all have like this awkward stare down for a moment, and Chad Manley is like, well, you know, we're not supposed to just let people through all willy-nilly, but looks over at Felix. Felix is like, I mean, she's the director's daughter. I mean, well, you know what? Just if we do this, just say Joe was on duty.
Of course.
If there's you better not get into any trouble, Missy. I have to buy
Not
you.
at all.
I want to keep buying you soy calves.
Of course. And Voltar will walk in.
We need you to go through the. We need you to go through the metal detector.
She walks in.
Huh? You didn't set off the metal detector. I'm sorry. I think it might be busted. Hold on. Step back again, please. And they look back at the.
Steps back.
So they start looking at the metal detector and say, "Huh? Man, metal detector's busted. It's not working. Strange. Hold on a second. Let me. Felix goes around to the to his terminal.
Can I spend a plot point to say that Fritz hasn't been brain dead for 2 weeks since the last session and understands that Voltar is metal and wouldn't have disguised her?
That is fair. Yeah.
Depends. Like, did you deactivate it completely, or did you just?
No, I hid us from it, but then I wasn't thinking big old Voltar setting it off. But Fritz would have.
That's fair.
Give me a memory test with your dementia, and roll a glitch die.
I like how you can't just look at Voltar and be like, oh yes.
Plus logic, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm also in VR,
I'm gonna let
so
my
I just
cat
have
out
that.
real quick.
Okay.
A VR wouldn't count for this because it's not a matrix. It's just your regular memory. So your cerebral booster would count though.
Yeah, cerebral booster. So since I re-rolled 2 dice and then I re-rolled 2 successes, do those cancel each other out? The cerebral booster cancel on my
once you roll, then you re-roll 2 of those successes. So it's potentially you lose 2 successes from your base roll. It doesn't just cancel.
Nasty farts. All right. 12.
It's just to make it hurt a little extra.
Okay, so 6, and then I get to re-roll 2 for cerebral, so that's 8, and then I re-roll 2 for dementia, and then that's 7. So that's 7, and then you said glitch die, right?
Yep.
2, nailed it.
Happens. Okay, cool.
7.
Yes, you You as she steps back through the machine, you trigger the metal detector to go boop, 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 boop. So you kind of like catch oh wow, that was strange. Seems like there was a little mini glitch there.
Perhaps I broke it. I am covered in metal. Thanks for those bits.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, well, that's really this happens all the time.
Of course.
Yeah, just we're gonna have to give you a pat down, ma'am. What weapons are you carrying?
Oh boy, my Eskrima sticks, my Ares Predator. I also am the weapon.
Right.
I think that's about it
Voltar's
because
never unarmed.
if I carry, for example, my laser or my plasma rifle, that would be on my back, and I feel like that would look odd, so I'm not carrying that.
Right.
But that's about it. That's all my weapons that I have.
Okay.
Oh, and a
That's
screwdriver.
kind of weird.
Okay.
What? That's all the weapons I have?
No, the fact that she walks through and they're like, "Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to give you a pat down, ma'am."
Maybe it's just for Chad's.
It's just to make sure that
weird
he's not.
coffee obsession.
No, it's to make sure that you're not carrying any unlicensed weaponry.
Right.
That's fair. Or
Like,
bomb.
she's the director's daughter. Why is whatever.
Well, luckily Ares open carries, so like all the wage slaves do. So seeing that your basically your only weapons are Ares Predators and Eskrima sticks, they go ahead and let you through.
Can I want to spend a plot point.
Sure.
Where's my pencil? I gotta write down that I spent a plot point. When Patrick Warburton, I forgot his name, Chad Manley. Yeah. When he reaches like her Eskrima sticks that are on her her lower back, basically. He doesn't know what they are, so he takes them out and he accidentally turns them on and touches it, and he goes unconscious because of the stun. And Mother just goes,
Chad.
like, she just kind of like puts her arms up and like looks at Felix like,
oh, Joe! Like it drops to the ground.
like who would touch that side of the Eskrima stick? It doesn't make sense. Like,
oh, thanks, Matt.
yeah.
So Chad Manley just falls to the ground, electrified, and passes out. And Felix is like, "Oh my god! Oh man, Chad is such a moron. I'm so sorry." Oh, all right. Hold on. And he's like, right now he's distracted, looking through like the first aid kit behind the security desk, trying to find some stim patches.
Then she'll look to the other two and kind of make that motion behind her back, like, come here. Like, you guys can just walk through now without him even seeing if you turned off everything. She'll even sub-vocal that.
I'll make the attempt, I guess.
Stealth, please.
You can cast invisibility too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. I'm gonna cast invisibility on me and Fritz.
Magic.
So I can reroll 2 failed stealth dice, which isn't really that great anyway for me. So I'm gonna pre-edge this as well.
Well, let's start with the sorcery. You have to do a sorcery test for that.
Oh, sorry. Sorcery test. Okay, 1 sec. 13. 4.
Yeah, again, it's a little difficult, but you're able to, and you, after some effort, some stress, you and Fritz just fade and blend into your surroundings. Okay.
Do you want me to reroll my stealth, or do you want me to take?
Yeah, let's go ahead and reroll that because that was sad.
Yeah, it was balls. Okay, I can reroll 2.
Okay. 2 successes. Okay, cool. Fritz, can you also give me a stealth test? But you also get to reroll 2 successes.
Nailed it. Okay.
That does not. That wouldn't stack with your. That wouldn't stack with your. Okay, because you're going full invis, so it's like.
That's right.
One
So
or
my
the other,
code
you know
wouldn't
what I mean?
do anything.
Yeah, I would narratively. I would say no, they wouldn't stack.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Bam. Fuck.
3 successes. All right.
We didn't do great, but we're
Are we
not.
comfortable with these levels of successes? Because I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
edge.
gonna
God.
re-roll.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
I guess
edge.
I
Yeah, I'm
can
definitely gonna edge.
edge again, right? That's an option.
Do we get to re-roll our edge?
What?
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
For being
okay.
invisible.
3 successes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
I would
do.
say
We
it's
re-roll our
part
edge
of your. No, it's part of your pool. That's
Okay.
what makes rerolls weaker than just bonus dice. It's that you still only have this dice pool. So you take your
Okay.
any
Right.
failures from your original dice pool and re-roll those.
Right.
I'm spelling
5.
edge.
Oh boy, that's a 5.
4 in total. 4 in total.
And
That was
5
too
from-
edge, you guys. I don't know if I should be spending it on these 2-bit guards, but here we go.
2-bit guard, just the one.
Yeah, right. I just feel like it's all gonna come crashing down as soon as they see us all and know that Voltar's here.
Hey, we all get a point of edge. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Damn.
What a guy.
All right. So what? So is this the final roll for 5 and 4? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So
That's all I can do.
yes. So as you are making your way through the metal detector, you pass through without tripping it, and it's a tense moment, right? Because you're like, and you don't trip it. Fritz goes through, doesn't trip it, and Deliverance, you notice one of the Doberman dogs starts sniffing.
That's what I forgot. That's
And-
what I forgot.
The
And it's
doggos,
just-
yeah.
And so so Felix looks up, says, "What is it? What is it, boy?" And is seeing your direction, or he's like looking in your direction, and he's just looking carefully. Go ahead and give me another stealth test.
It's probably all that blood.
Okay, I'll pre-edge this one too. Yeah. 3 and I
He
get
is
to reroll.
way more
failures?
attentive now.
5! That's the absolute max I can get.
Can I?
I am comfortable with his levels. Well, I'm not comfortable with it, but I can't do anything about it.
You could give Az a glitch die. I'm at 2 glitch points, so I'm not gonna do it, but
2.
I could, but that's more likely that he'll
points?
succeed than fail.
them stank uniforms.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was.
Well, yeah.
The thing is I 100% thought about this, and then we started talking to the dudes, and then I didn't think about
I
it.
totally forgot about
The
the
dogs just keep barking.
I-
Like one dog barking now starts causing all the other dogs to bark.
Can I? No.
They're like in kennels, though, yeah?
Most of them are, but there's like 2 of them, 1 per guard that were adjacent to them, but they're on leashes, so it's not like they can do anything unless they get like set loose.
I'm not good with pets. I don't think.
You see Felix like reaching down
These
to let loose the leash.
dog.
These are robot dogs, right?
They're cybernetic.
Yeah.
They're
Cybernetic
not fully.
Dobermans.
They're not drones. They're Dobermans
Oh.
that got cybernetic parts.
So they have like a
Alright.
sweet like metal eye.
Metal, yeah, like metal cyber eyes and like a visor mask over their thing, and then like they have like this metal snout that you just know has like extra olfactory sensors, olfactory boosters.
Am I able to try and short circuit its nose without like John Wicking the dog?
Yes. Go ahead and try it.
This is not in VR. So hacking. 11. And then another 12. Okay. So three.
Are you comfortable with this level of success? Actually, you know what? I want to give you a glitch die because I like the idea.
3.
happens. Okay. Are you comfortable with this level of success?
No, I'll spend a plot or spend an edge. I haven't gone anywhere near like spending my.
I know, that's why I'm
points
like,
for
this is
edge
great.
yet.
Just keep.
Um,
Gotta cycle through them.
but
What's Edge for if not re-rolling them all?
what was my life? So I did 2. Okay, so that's 7.
Okay, yeah. So you just like shut this thing's olfactory sensors off.
It has.
What else do you do?
So it sort of has like a cosmetic like steam coming out of the nose, like a visible short circuit.
And you hear the dog just immediately go,
Oh.
and he just like lays down on the ground like defeated.
He's not in pain. He's
Not in
scared.
pain. He's just like, yeah, he's scared. He's like
Confused.
Yeah, he's
Also, he's a
confused. He
robot.
doesn't know what to do, and he's just like looking around. And so the Felix is just like fingering this leash, right? Like he's just like he's ready to pull this thing if anything happens, and says that they're never like that.
You know what they say. Animals can't see spirits or ghosts, right? Maybe it was just that.
You think we should call in a mage?
No. I think it was just nerves. And she'll like kneel and start petting the dog. And she'll actually take Felix's hand and look over at Chad since he's unconscious and just kind of like look at Felix and start apologizing for what happened in the submarine.
No, you don't. No apologies necessary. I mean, thank you, I guess.
I hope nothing happened with my father or anyone else higher.
You know, just the usual reprimanding, but
I am surprised they didn't wipe your memory or something.
guess honestly, I'm pretty surprised myself. But anyway. Are you like trying to reach for his hand? Is what you said?
Mm-hmm. She like takes
To
his
like
hand and
to like lift
holds
up,
it.
lift up. Yeah. So you, unbeknownst to him, scan his fingerprint, his handprints, and you stand up, and says, "Well, go right on ahead." And elevator doors, ping.
Yeah, she'll walk in and turn and just look at Felix and just thank you, Felix.
He nods and says, "I gotta attend to Chad."
Yes.
And just pulls out the stim patches.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. I don't know why he's more Elvis than.
Yeah, he at
Alright.
the end of the day, he turned into
Chad
Elvis.
family.
And with that, you mount. You get into the elevator. Into the
Ooh,
service
we've dodged
elevator.
a couple possible issues here.
Cool.
Get into the elevator, and the doors shut.
Congratulations, we made it past level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about we take a 10-minute break, and we will return with the remainder of this, or well, the next portion of the infiltration of Ares headquarters.
Oh, this is a nail biter, guys. Woo, those could have been two
I'm loving
giant
it.
fights.
They
could have
this
been
is
crazy,
good
crazy fights.
Black
This is
trench
gonna
coat
take,
tension.
this is gonna
Yeah,
take, like,
this is
15
not.
said-
This is not very us.
I said this was. I'm planning on making this take multiple sessions because this is a big deal. I'm not going to gloss over it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, all right. I'll
so,
see y'all in 10 minutes.
yep, 10 minutes. Stay tuned, chat. everybody, and welcome
Hello,
back.
and welcome.
You're such a douche.
Do we have to restart? Because then I can finish my cake.
No.
I think Travis.
He'll get what's coming to him.
I was gonna say, I think we just sealed Fritz's fate.
Fritz is
You've
gonna die.
made me use Edge 6 times tonight. I think you can handle a little bit of shit.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. So welcome to Join the Anarchy, the interactive and improvised Shadowrun Anarchy actual play campaign, here live on the Twitch ShadowcastersNetwork channel. So we are currently in hour 1 of the hour 2 now of the infiltration of Ares World Headquarters in Detroit. This is a big deal. So the mission is to get leverage on Voltar's father and director of biotech, Copper Colton, as well as Fritz. Fritz knows he has to somehow find the gold idol that has been sold by El Marquez, and also maybe make a pit stop to Voltar's mother, Minerva, the head of R&D for the Firewatch team. So, with all of that in mind, the service elevator dings up various floors, and you hear lobby. Ding.
We're not invisible anymore, right?
You can
I
still.
I haven't
be.
dismissed it.
Yeah, Fritz and Deliverance can still be
stay
invisible. Yeah. Lobby floor.
Nice.
So the elevator is your elevator. Okay. Good to know. Thank you about the stream boss stuff. I'll take a look at that.
Good on you, Matt.
Unless Matt, you gave extra stuff, you could heal yourself by doing so, but I can't tell right now because otherwise I'm gonna have all the cams go away and.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully
with
it does
it.
credit. Yeah, hopefully. Oh no! Stop.
Wow.
All right, okay.
All right. Okay. I see what I did. I'm sorry.
All right. If anything, I will review the footage after the show, and if the amount that he was supposed to get would have tipped the scales over into somebody else being the stream boss, then we will adjust. Okay. So. Ding. Thanks, Matt. So the elevator doors open. Oh wow, yeah, no, it doesn't work. Oh no, because it's you. You're still the stream boss.
Yeah.
So all you did
So you
was
just
heal
healed yourself.
You healed yourself to max, but you were already at max. But thank you, though.
It's okay. We
Yeah.
know.
Thanks.
Thanks for all the money.
Sorry. Okay. Elevator doors open.
Yes.
And I know, Matt. Yes, they need your help.
He's joking. He's joking. It's fine.
They need your help. Oh, I see, because it evens it out, so then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Cool. Okay, elevator doors open.
Got it.
Yes.
The lobby of Ares Macro Technology is, and chat, I want you all to embellish, but I'm gonna also put you up to some fun tasks as well.
Oh shit! Is it happening?
Here we go.
The floor is like this very glossy, slick, whitish gray marble. The walls are white with like a glass on top of them, so it gives it that kind of like extra sheen and slickness. Interspersed with like these diagonals of like these black and gray indents that just kind of like look really, really impressive. There's also, and chat, feel free to, the floor is lava, thanks.
We all jump on the desks.
Right? First thing that you see is Service has, in order to advance further into, and Voltar knows this, in order to advance further up into the building, you have to get through another security checkpoint in order to have access to those elevators. You see in the distance the front desk, the big semicircle curved desk with several receptionists. Bare bones, not a lot of plants. The place is just like this big cavernous, like you would imagine that this is like a 3-story space, just alone in this lobby, and glass windows that face out into Detroit, but that are one way from the other side, or one way to the other side. And apart from like some sparse furniture here and there, it's like the lobby is designed to pay attention to literally everybody that walks through. There is no hiding from cameras here, and there are cameras everywhere.
Unless you're visible.
I would also say, right. I would also say that there are drones that are patrolling. These are land drones, like little tracked drones about yay big. They're Fritz would probably know them. They're Dobermans. Like the model is called Dobermans. Mm-hmm. And so they're just like tracking around, doing random checks of credentials. And I would also say, for funsies, there is a security mage also doing sweeps around the lobby.
I knew there'd be a mage.
There's always a mage.
I would like to spend a plot point, if needed, that while we're going up the elevator, Voltar is going to be relaying this information to her team, because since she knows this facility, I feel like she would know that these things exist.
Also, while you're all thinking about that, this is where I want chat to come in. The lobby is also populated with various NPCs, different wage slaves, people that work and belong in Ares. I would like chat, and this is going to be a new thing I want to start doing. I want you to fill the space. I want you to role play as a specific person inside of that lobby. The one rule I want is that you do not interact you don't interact in a way. You don't interact with these characters in the scene in a way that is disruptive to the scene. So you should be the background noise, the people that fill the space that they might have to worry about, but maybe not. So have fun. Feel free to roleplay with each other too.
For example, you could create a character in this space that's on his computer, Skyping his wife that's yelling at him about losing his job. You could also play another person who's you could also just
maybe a few of you are the receptionists, and you are all discussing your anxiety about possibly losing your job.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of job loss as a theme.
Absolutely. And if these could also become little plot hooks for the characters to grab onto to maybe like further distract their way through, but let's see.
I just love that Oz is like, you guys get to play, and everyone's like,
I know. I love
so
that.
Chat in the chat. Yes, Grayman, that's correct.
Think of it like a forum actual play where everyone's playing as they post in the forum.
Exactly. All right. So there's in addition to everything that you see security-wise, you also see these various Ares employees walking around minding their own business. And so you realize that there's not just security to deal with, you're also dealing with a lot of like innocence in this lobby. The main elevators are across the lobby, and you are going to have to get past this first security checkpoint. So these, it's going to be, I would say it would be like a second metal detector, and then just like the wage mage is probably going to take a look as well and just do like an astral perception. Make sure that nothing came through the elevator that shouldn't have come through.
Well, being invisible is awfully suspicious when there's a mage around who can sense you there. So I think I'm gonna duck behind like the elevator entrance, and then drop the invisibility, and then come out around. Yeah, try to look like I'm walking, like I know where I'm going.
Okay, so you're trying to deceive that you belong here.
Essentially, yeah, because I got my coveralls on, so I'm custodial. But it wouldn't be unheard of, I imagine, to see me in the lobby.
Sure. I would say either a disguise roll or a con roll.
Well, I've got an honest face, so I get +2 dice to con rolls.
Nice.
2 plus charisma +2. That is 10. 3.
I'm loving chat so far. I
Right.
love you
So
guys.
great.
This is the best idea.
I'm gonna get so distracted from our actual game.
Yeah. I'm like trying my best to like read them and be like, okay, so that person's there and needing focus, and then another one pops
I
up.
feel
and
like I'm gonna have a really good time looking back at this on YouTube and like reading it through as this is all happening. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. But if something jumps out at me, I'm so gonna use it. All right, so 3. Are you comfortable with this level of success?
No. I'm gonna re-roll. 5.
All right, so it you wheel out, or you walk out with your janitorial broom and like scooper in hand, and feather dusters and like all of the tools that a janitor would have like on their tool belts.
Yeah.
And as you like kind of slide along the wall trying to evade notice, you almost catch the security mage's eye, and you just able to like flip out like the little spray bottle and just squeegee the wall, the glass
I
wall
for a
clean.
split second thought you were gonna spray him in the face.
Man, we're just
nope.
barely making it a lot here. Okay.
So you are currently
I'm
undercover.
gonna find an invisible spot to clean.
All right. Yeah, and you find yourself next to one of the NPCs. You're overhearing one of these conversations.
Please let it be the, oh my god, Becky, can you
hang on.
believe they fired me? Like, one time I dropped Mrs. Ross paintings, and now I'm fired. What the hell? Like, that's all. That one cracks me up.
I just love the inner monologue from
Oh,
Julian.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Hire
awesome.
new
Yeah.
custodian. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, great. Especially because Matt's not familiar with the system. And he's just like, I love it when people who come in who aren't entirely sure about the whole thing, but they just come in strong. It's the best.
Yeah, it is so good.
I think I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna be right next to Richard the precocious child who's messing with one of the drones. But I don't really notice it until he's like already effed things up.
Yeah. So the drone is like says, "Please stop touching the Doberman. This is Ares' property. You will be shot." And then Richard's like, "Oh." And he like tries to evade notice, and then he does it again. And like, "Please stop. You will be shot." And one of the security guards is like, hey, you, stop that. and goes in
Stop it,
and,
kid.
and yeah, to reprimand little Richard.
Can the kid please just kick him in the shin and run off, and then the security guard runs after him? That leaves
Guess that's up
us.
to Palmer.
Yeah, right.
Spend a plot point. Hey, we can spend a plot point to make chat do stuff now.
It's true. You can't shoot me.
My dad is blank.
My dad is blank.
My dad is out for cigarettes.
My dad went out to buy milk.
Yeah, Biff the security guard. Leave the drone alone, he shouts from across the lobby. And the little kid's like, you can't shoot me. My dad is supervisor for biotechnology.
Supervisor. Would I know this person? Since
Supervisor?
it's biotechnology?
Yeah, he's one of the underlings, one of Colton Copper's underlings.
Okay.
You're gonna be in real trouble if you shoot me. Yeah. Nanny nanny poo poo, and he just keeps poking the drone. You will be
do not
shot.
shoot.
Trains the gun on him, and Biff is like, Jesus Christ, and like, and like stops the
Trying to-
drone from working.
Turn down the drone.
Okay, so
Voltar's
how are we
just
gonna get past this security?
Oh man, Voltar's just gonna mutter to herself like, another day at the office." Like,
Yeah, right.
like this is normal.
I'm so lost as to where Fritz is because I've just been looking at this
You're
giant
currently.
thing.
You're in the elevator.
You're still invisible unless
Right.
Deliverance dropped it on you.
No,
as well.
when I drop once the spell, we both are visible.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
But you
So-
look like an employee too, yeah?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Are you a
Fritz?
janitor as well?
No, he's like I don't know. I gave him a kind of like a lab coaty type situation.
Okay.
His chameleon coat. He had it changed to look almost identical to one of them ones we found in the laundry. I'm not sure what clearance that would have. Travis wouldn't. I'm sure Fritz would have understood. Like lab coat peeps, like what? So you said there was like supervisor stuff in there as well. I assumed that was kind of the lab coaty stuff.
Yeah, you could be someone in research and development. Yeah.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you know
I
what,
think R&D is probably the best. Yeah.
you know what? Here, let's. Since I've been really hard on you, I'll spend a plot point for a good thing for you. You find actually in the lab coat, you find like this leftover security badge for Firewatch R&D.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Cool. Yeah, he takes that from one of the dirty ones, but he doesn't put he just makes his look like it because they smell. But yeah, it's cool. So he has a security badge. But yeah, he's just looking like an R&D guy. Yeah. So he Can
Come on through, sir.
Am I able to?
Waving you through the metal detector.
Yeah. He walks on through.
Okay. Scans your badge. Says, well, this checks out, Dr. Feldman.
I was gonna say Vickman, like the Ghostbusters, because that's what came into my head.
I've been meaning to work on this voice, but there is a specific voice that foreign people do when they pretend to do American accents, and that's what I really want to do with Fritz. So it's like, right, thank you.
Have a great day, Dr. Feldman.
You too.
It's very like phoned in, trying hard. Like,
Yeah, it's very like, hi, my name is Daniel Smith.
yeah.
Yeah. So you wander into the lobby amongst the masses, and you nearly bump into one of these NPCs.
I'm gonna spend a plot point real quick to say I retroactively checked out the security badge to see everything that was on it, so I'm up to date on what this badge is making me look like. So Dr. What Feldman?
Let's say
Martin.
Martin Feldman.
Dr.
Martin Feldman.
Martin Luther King Feldman. All right, Dr. Martin Feldman.
Dr. Martin Feldman. He is So luckily, the badge would have had a picture on it, I guess. But what would you have done to like kind of adjust your face?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I have to adjust my face. Yeah.
Either adjust your face or change your credentials on it.
Okay. You know what?
The passkey.
So I spent that plot point to have that retroactively happen. Can I use that same plot point to have the stuff go on?
Yeah, here's what I'll say. I'll say that, you know how, like, I've seen this on cruise ships, okay? They do this thing where you swipe your card and then your picture shows up in the system. So so it's not on the card itself. You just have Dr. Martin Feldman on the card, but then when you scan it, you have the picture in the system. So you can adjust your picture to look like that. So for that, you're going to have to go into the databases to change. So you can spend the plot point to say that you did that already.
Right. Yeah.
And then go ahead and hack. Or hack. Or I guess it could be electronics. Either. Hack. Okay.
I don't have electronics, so hack.
I thought you got electronics.
Okay, so that's I have engineering. If that's what you meant.
Engineering, yeah. No, that wouldn't be it. So never mind.
So 7 for that.
I kind of want to edge this. I'm gonna edge this. Yeah, that's way too many dice for that many successes. Okay. Are you comfortable with this level of success?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Would you like to spend a plot point for a glitch die? Perchance.
No.
All right. So as the guard is waving you through, you see the guy at the checkpoint kind of do a double take and say, "Wait a minute, you're an elf." And somehow you didn't elongate Dr. Martin Feldman's image, the ears, enough to be as elfy. And say, "Sir, please step aside."
Yeah, he'll step aside.
Make up some bullshit about how him being
don't tell me
racist
what
or
to
some
do.
shit. Jeez.
So they start grilling you about Dr. Martin Feldman and his identity. So can you give me a memory test with your dementia? And have a glitch die.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that's 12. Okay, so 12, and then the good rerolls, and then the bad rerolls. Cool. So 7.
7. And glitch die?
Oh, and the glitch die. You're right. You're right. 3.
Okay.
Nice.
So you rattle off every single thing, like bam, 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 like it's a science paper. You studied this and you've got this. And after you kind of like pass their security clearance, say, interesting. I guess it's an elf thing. Ears just get pointier.
Let me tell you what happened. And I'm gonna look at his name tag. What does his name tag say?
Biff.
It's just like
Biff.
Oh wait, no, that's Lieutenant. There's already a Lieutenant Biff. Do we have anybody in? Yeah. Was anybody the security person? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, security name. We gotta give it. Let's do international. Somebody made a point that we don't have it. So let's say Sharif, Middle Eastern.
Let me tell you what happened, Sharif. I went in for this picture, and I don't know what the guy had going on that day, but I guess he decided to take it out on me. You know, dagger ear and all that stupid shit, you know?
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
And so I mean...
Did you file a complaint with HR? Because those kind of people shouldn't be in this office.
It was just some drama I didn't want to deal with, and, you know, some people don't even notice, you know? I hand them the the ID, they look at it, they look at me, and then they shrug, and it's fine. You're actually, I think, only the third time out of many, obviously, that it's been pointed out. It's, yeah, I gotta get it retaken, but I just haven't done it yet.
Give me a contest, but with +2.
Nice.
Cool.
Solid.
That was really good. That was good bluffing.
That's not, that's not good, though. I'm gonna pre-edge.
Oh my god.
My charisma is 2!
Yeah. Social anxiety, man.
You
it's
ain't
a real
got no honest face.
5d6, carrot 4.
That's not great.
thing. No,
Cool.
it's
I'm
not.
gonna use my last. No, you know what? No. I'm gonna use a plot point for a glitch die. Okay, never mind.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I haven't even walked in the room yet. And shit's going down. And I have a good idea.
I would imagine
Oh,
that
I have an
Voltar was
idea
able
too.
to be waved through. Hey, thanks Cole
Well,
for that edge. Everyone gets a point of
okay.
edge.
I know that because Fritz didn't hide my credentials. And I knew that going through that security thing would have flagged my credentials. I wanted to get past it somehow, and I had an idea.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
so-
she would be
Hey, Cole.
behind Fritz at this point,
Gotcha.
waiting.
Thanks for the edge, but a little late.
Wait, did we get new edge?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We did. He looks at you, hears your story, and says, "All right, let's say that I believe you. If you don't mind, just to be perfectly safe, we're gonna have security escort you to the laboratory."
Ooh.
And that's the glitch
Ooh.
because I actually rolled 0 successes.
Oh!
So he believes you, but this is the glitch.
Now you're stuck. Well, that
You're-
could be
you
good.
have a security
That
escort.
might not be so bad.
Yeah, he's gonna like he kind of gives a face like, yeah, this guy understands, and then as soon as he gives that, he goes, yeah, okay, like great, more of this shit.
Hey,
Really try to make him feel bad.
hey, Biff, get over here. Can you please escort this gentleman over to the laboratories on floor 275?
Halfway there.
I don't like the way that you said gentleman. You're not gonna say that, but
I am a lady! Like,
I don't.
just completely balls off the wall.
It's like, never mind.
So, so you have a Lieutenant Biff hanging out with you, man.
What a guy.
Yeah, dude.
watch his
Yeah,
cat
he'll. I mean,
videos.
he'll have like made sure to like let everybody know in the party, like, hey, that's some stupid shit.
Hey, Nick, thank
Thanks,
you.
Nick.
Everyone gets a point of edge. Holy
Oh,
balls,
boy.
thank you. All right. Damn, this is good. This is getting good. Okay. So. Oh, man. Hey, and Greyman just earned a 10,000 bits badge. I didn't know that was a thing.
Ooh, nice work.
Thank you, Greyman.
Nice, dude.
Good job.
All right. So.
Can I do my thing?
Or-
Yeah, so
That I
we still
was
have to
gonna
go
do?
for you. So
Yeah.
just to before we continue, our situation right now is Deliverance is pretending to be a janitor in the lobby. Fritz is being escorted to the elevators by Lieutenant Biff.
Okay. Have a plan. And it involves one of the NPCs that someone created.
Okay.
Because I like this character. So Voltar walks out. This whole thing's going down. And she looks at this one guy who's picking up these like papers off the floor and the shattered cup. Julian, a worker. Or a prior worker.
Wait,
you're
one
taking
second.
My idea.
Chat just
You go.
notified me. The stream boss was killed again. I didn't even notice that. Like Jesus.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Another
amazing.
This is insane.
Thank you.
Get a yeah. Next point of edge.
So Voltar walks over.
Okay, I'm sorry. So go ahead.
And-
Julia, what? Who's Julia?
Julian. He was
Julian.
a prior worker who dropped.
I'm
all the
cleaning up his
paperwork.
cup as you walk over.
And there's another worker who got a little fidgety and put his hand on his Ares Predator because he's on edge. And they got into a little like kerfuffle. And Voltar walks over and she helps him pick up the paperwork. And as she does this, she kind of lowly whispers, basically like, "So you got terminated, I see." And she picks up like the nameplate, goes, "Mr. Julian."
Well, what's it to you? What are you gonna? You're gonna hire me back? You're gonna get me a job at Ares Atlanta, huh? Because otherwise, I guess I'm shit out of luck. This company is so messed up. I've worked so hard. I've given my entire life to this company. I've worked 60-hour weeks just to make ends meet. And I've got nothing to my name because it literally, like, everything that I make, I spent on living.
Voltar gives him a blank look, pauses. "I expect that you are disappointed. I have a little proposal for you."
What do you mean?
"Make a distraction. Perhaps Slick can help you. He seemed fidgety. And I will transfer over 2 karma when I get it."
Nice. Okay, go ahead and spend your 2 karma as you slide a bribe cred stick over to full of new yen. Full of 2 karma.
Can I interrupt with a very quick flashback and also involving Julian?
Yes, go ahead and spend a plot point to do
when
it.
preparing for this, I'll spend my plot point. Fritz helped, like, kind of hacked in and tried to find some low-level employees that looked like Deliverance and sent them an email telling them they were fired so that they'd be in the lobby at just the right time.
Oh my god.
And Deliverance is going to swipe Julian's badge as she cleans up his mug.
That is
Nice.
sick. Just give yourself that plot point right back. I loved it.
Damn.
Loved it.
That was
That
ingenious.
was good flashbacks.
This is why I can't play Fritz, because I'm not smart enough to be on this level.
You know what? Every once in a while, inspiration just strikes. You know, it's so good. Okay, so making sure I understand. So, your goal now is to get Julian's badge.
Yes.
Okay. So, for 2 karma, Julian says, "Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna need this anymore, huh?" Hands you the badge.
So he's technically not fired yet, but he thinks he is, so his badge will still work, and I look like him. That's the upshot of this. Yeah.
Exactly.
But he'll probably get fired anyway, so I don't feel that bad.
He's definitely fired after this.
Depending on the distraction.
Because that was slick.
thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. No, that was slick.
That was sick.
This is why I love plot points. All right. So Voltar palms the badge for a Julian.
No, it's me. I get the badge.
Yeah, I was to say, I just wanted him to cause a distraction so I can have the security guards come over and I can get through the.
But wait, how did you get the?
Security thing.
I thought the badge. I thought you were paying 2 karma to get the badge. Did I misunderstand?
I wasn't. I was paying him to make a distraction. Scrim was palming a card.
I'm sneakily stealing his badge while
'Cause he
she
dropped-
asks him about the distraction.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna bribe him for the badge and he was gonna
Nope,
give it to you.
fucking
But you can go ahead and give me a
no.
stealth test, Deliverance.
Stealth test. I will roll that with an edge.
Julian Solinsky.
4. 4 successes.
All right. I assume you're comfortable with that level of success.
I can't do too much better.
I mean, he is distracted by a silver lady giving
He's
him
a wage
2
slave.
karma.
He's distracted.
He's got a lot, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're able to just barely just snatch the card out of his pocket. Like it's not even like
coverall.
Yeah, it's got like the little clip and everything, and you're able to just like just with like a little knife, you're able to just like snap and grab without anyone noticing.
That is true. Julian did mention he was absent-minded.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, look at all these new people. Do I have dementia?
All right,
So,
so I'll cruise towards security.
So the 2 karma though is for Julian to make a distraction. So Julian says, I don't. What kind of distraction are you looking for? I don't want to get into trouble. They're armed.
All you need to do is make an uproar about your termination. If you make one and you get other people on your side, security could throw you out. All I need you to do is get security away from the checkpoint.
Oh my god, give yourself a plot point. All right, Julian. Whoever is Julian in chat, I forgot who is in charge of that character. Matt, start an uprising right now, and let's see. And chat, you can join the uprising as well if you so choose. If you feel that your character would be involved.
Yes.
All I have is this stapler. Ares took everything from me. Everything. I spent my life
I am
indebted to this corporation. This is everything I have left, and they just booed me on the street. They booed all of us out on the street.
I am going to spend a plot point.
Uh-huh.
So someone said earlier that Biff was like
cat
not
videos?
paying attention to Fritz anyway, and he's on his comlink talking to another security guard. And this, I imagine Biff is he's like super buff in a polo shirt because like his arms, like the sleeves look super uncomfortable, like he's about to break them any second. And he's just like, he's one of those guys that looks like everything he touches is about to break. And he's talking on his comlink, and he's like, yeah, what did you think about that one, Mark? Yeah, that's what I mean. And then like, he's like, oh, hold on. And he gets a radio that's like, we're gonna need some help in the lobby. And he's gonna like look at the guy. And he's like, yeah, you just go to the lab, all right? Yeah, don't do anything stupid, huh? And then he's gonna head back and leave Fritz by himself.
Nice. And security is the security that's in the lobby is starting to approach Julian and say, Sir, we need you to calm down. And say, no, I will not calm down. I will not calm down. What did he say?
I love that.
There's no severance. They'll do it to you too. Jabbing his finger at security, and security like snaps his hand out of the way and says, Sir, you're gonna need to come with us. You're gonna need to settle down. And they start dragging Julian away, and Julian's like kicking and screaming.
Cole,
causing a scene in the lobby.
I do like Slick was like, sir, that stapler is Ares' property.
I
loved that.
Yeah, security snatches it out of their hand.
That
is
Ares' property.
I do want to
As Julian's getting grabbed, Susan throws hot coffee in the guard's face.
Yes. I was gonna say, I do want to make a plot point that there are some people that are also like, yeah, fuck this. Because it seems like, no, I love you, chat, but it seems like you're all against Julian at this point, and I need to have my plan work. So I'm spending a plot point to say that there are other...
They're all scared into submission.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
That
There's
plot point.
freaking Dobermans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so some other nameless NPCs that chat are not in charge of start going, hey, you leave him alone! He just wants his job! We all want our jobs! We all want our staplers!
Yeah. And then in comes Susan throwing hot coffee at the guard.
One of them has really big glasses, and he's like, hey, I like my stapler. I
could burn the building
down. I'll burn it down. I'll burn the whole building down.
Oh my god, Susan forever. Yeah, so people in the lobby start shouting at the security as they're dragging Julian away and screaming. So while all of this scene is happening and they're distracted, you all have a way to get to... Listen, Susan is pissed. She worked for 10 years getting coffee and paint.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you all now have a clear path to get into the elevator.
Nice.
Taking it.
I hop over the metal detector and the flagger, like in a in a train station, how you could jump the little thingies. She'll just do that.
Okay,
Voltar
give me a
will
stealth
just
test.
jump it. Do I need a stealth test with all the shit
Or
on?
either stealth, or I guess you could also do an athletics test.
I'll do athletics. That's more. I get more dice with
Athletics, I could see you do that because you want to be as slick as possible, but it's not necessarily a stealth move because everybody's looking away anyway.
Yeah. All right. Boop, and then come on, Voltar, and then boop. 3 successes.
Are you comfortable with that level of success inside of a crowded lobby?
Nope. I'm spending I should have pre-edged. I have 11 edge.
Yeah, no, you haven't spent any of your edge. I've been hard on.
It's one of those things that I don't think about.
Well, I haven't really. But... You've been like hanging back, so you've been able to like just kind of hoard your edge.
I'm gonna spend edge.
You haven't had to fight anything yet.
Nope. 6 edge. 6 edge. 6 successes. I don't know what I'm talking about.
6 successes. Raspberries. So yes, you like a pro just slide around the thing, just like swing around and land in the lobby with 3-point touching and standing up, like just dust yourself off, super slick, nobody noticed in the middle of this kerfuffle, and you just start making your way towards that elevator. And you see like on the corner of your visions, right, you've got Deliverance coming from one side with her janitorial outfit, and Fritz coming the other way after having just distracted the guard that was escorting him.
We are so badass.
You make your way into the you call the elevator, and you watch the scene continue to unfold inside of the elevator.
I don't want to do this to our team,
but you do.
But no action has happened. As the elevator's door open, there's like 2 security guards there, and they go, "Hey, you shouldn't be back here." And they see, like, all 3 of us, type of thing. I would imagine that they would, I don't know why they would.
So you're spending a plot point for this.
Yeah, I'll spend a plot point for that. And immediately Voltar just like kicks them in the elevator, and as the 2 others get in, she just presses the elevator door so they're inside with these people.
So you're okay.
We're
so these
fighting
people
them in an elevator?
Yeah, I would imagine these elevators are pretty big too. They're like the company ones.
Yeah.
So.
These are. Well, I mean, it's still close quarters, right? It would fit about. These have to be big because you're talking about a 400-story building. So we're looking at like a series of about 7 or 8 elevators. And I would say they're about the size of a walk-in closet, maybe a little larger than that. So you can fit about a good 15 to 20 people in there. Let's say like 30 people. So like maybe the size of the elevator in if you've ever been to Tower of Terror. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No? Yeah. So like it's about 20. You could fit about 30 people in that elevator.
It would make sense. Plus, I would imagine they would have to like push in gurneys or tables of some sort of carrying some sort of thing to transfer it. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know why maybe I don't know, maybe they got orders that Voltar shouldn't be here or something.
Yeah, they should fit approximately 7 to 10 trolls, just like Paul.
All right.
Max 1,500 pounds.
So you Deliverance and Fritz, you see Voltar just kick these 2 security guards back into the elevator, and like now is your chance. It's now or never. What do you do?
I'm sorry, I thought we were already in the elevator?
Well, inside of the elevator were these 2 guys that were like, "Hey, you shouldn't be here."
What you guys could do is what Voltar could do is sub Volko and be like, "I have these 2, wait for the next elevator." Or
you join her in the elevator.
Right.
So, like,
I thought we all were in the elevator and then she kicked them into us.
The doors open. No, these guys inside of the elevator are like, "Hey, you shouldn't be here," because they recognize Voltar. Voltar kicks them into the elevator, and you 2 are like, oh shit, but there's this whole scene of distraction going on inside of the lobby. So you have the opportunity to either let the doors close behind Voltar and take another elevator, or you can hop into the elevator and get into a 3-on-2 fight.
Up to you two.
Abandon her.
What would your character do? I'd revolt back to that.
I mean, yeah, no, I'd definitely get in the elevator.
WWDD, what would Deliverance do?
What would
What would Dougalzon do? I do like that conversation the two were having, Becky and Susan, only because in my head they're Valley Girls, and Becky on the other line's just like, what would Dougalzon do? And then Susan goes, throw hot coffee at that guard, and she's like, then do it, bitch.
In regard to Cole's question about forgetting about the executive elevators, just FYI, I haven't forgotten about the executive elevators. The thing is, like, I don't know if you've... Okay. A lot of, like, these super corporate buildings, what they'll do is they have elevators that will take you up to a certain point, and then you have to take another elevator to continue. And so it's like a staggered
I played
thing.
Sim Tower. I know what it's like.
I played some Resident Shmeevil. I know what this is like.
Exactly. So so this isn't just going to be a straight ride to the top floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've got to fight their way through.
Plus, this is the lobby. I think there aren't going to be executive elevators in the lobby. There's just going to be, guests and everybody else headed to the floor that they need to get to.
All right. Voltar kicks him in. Deliverance slides in. What does Fritz do?
Fritz always has his hands in his pockets as just kind of like a keeping to himself thing. And like he watches everyone storm into this elevator and start beating up these two guards. And he's kind of just standing there like wide-eyed. And he thinks to himself like, this was going so well. And then like watches the things close. And then he just looks to the right and the other elevator goes kind of walks into that one.
All right. So Fritz gets into a second elevator. Meanwhile, all right, Voltar and Deliverance. All right, we're going to go ahead and start doing some initiative. So So Voltar kicks these two guys against the glass elevator.
Oh shit!
Plot point, glass elevator.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better plot point that.
All right, so glass elevator, and Voltar. So they stand up and they just like aim their tasers at you. They're both carrying Yamaha pulsars, and they're going to attack. They're going to try and like kind of scramble. One's going to try and get to his feet, but the other one, he's like really quick on his take. I'm going to spend a plot point to do this so that he could get a good like taser jab at you. So go ahead and give me a defense test.
Me or Scrim?
Voltar.
Okay. Shit. Defense? I almost left the call. That would have been awkward. Defense. What am I rolling for this? Agility plus logic?
Logic, yeah.
Yep.
I will always ask only because I have another Shadowrun game where that's completely different.
That SR5, man.
And I'm pre-edging. And I also get, because it's agility, I also get this. 7 successes.
Ooh,
No,
nice.
it's more than that.
Oh, because the 4.
9.
8,
You got 2
9.
worse.
Whoa,
9 successes.
shit. Yeah, so this guy is really good. I mean, again, Ares security is top notch, but you are a cyber soldier designed by Ares, and this guy like shoots this thing like it would have hit any normal person, but you just side sweep that shit, and you stand and you're just in position to strike. So Voltar, what do you want to do?
I want to kick him in the face.
Kick him in the face.
I don't want to. Actually, I think my Eskrima sticks are stronger than my thing, so I'm gonna pull out my Eskrima sticks and try tasing him.
All right, do
If
it.
that's possible.
Do it. Give me your close
Okay.
combats.
I will.
I know you got double attack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then boop. And then, hold on. And then I also get this. Boop. 8 successes.
Balls. That's I'm not even gonna roll edge. That's 5 net hits.
My
Wow.
Astro Mystics, when electrified, is 7 stun. They're
So
normally
plus
6
5.
feet.
So we're looking at 12 damage. 12 stun damage. Okay. Your second attack? So yeah, you just like, you just jam this first extra mystic like, duh! And he's like, ah! What do you want to do with the second attack? He's still up. But...
I think as the other guy is sitting, whap him across the face as he's sitting up.
With the other extra mystic?
Yep.
So,
I also,
go ahead and give me your...
want that to be electrified.
Sweet, yes. Give me your... Yeah. Give me that close combat.
I'm re-rolling. 1, 2, 3. 6 successes.
I'm gonna spend an edge on this.
I am the
because
weapon.
I rolled garbage. You got how many successes? 6?
6.
You got just enough. So what's your base damage?
If it's stun, it's 7. 7 stun, and then 6p normally.
All right, yeah. So, well, 7 stun. So you just like you whack behind it. And it's like it's not an accurate hit, but you're able to land enough to just kind of like, Gah! And this guy's like, Gah, shit. And he backs up against the elevator wall while this other one is like beneath you, like just convulsing. Fritz, plot point, and this, I mean, this should be a given, but your first thought is you should check the cameras inside of this elevator.
Yeah, so he'll do that.
Geez, sound less excited, please.
Yeah. No, because I'm like, I don't really have time to like go to sleep, so I'm just gonna have to do it out of VR.
Yep.
So, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hack these cameras!
There you go.
Actually, hold on.
It's so hard.
Actually, part of my plot point. So these elevators. One of the things about those elevators was that you needed the further credentials to go up. Oh, never mind. You have the swipey card.
I have a
you're good.
badge. Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. So you can go up.
Okay, so I don't get the +1 for.
Do you want to trigger the elevator right now, or do you want to it wouldn't be an extra action, but it's basically like, do you want to stay on this level right now, or do you want to swipe the card first and then hack?
I'd swipe first, then hack, so you could actually pass out.
I mean, wait, why would I need to? If I'm...
The elevator is not going to move unless there's credentials, so you need to swipe your card to be able to even have the elevator start moving.
But the thing is if I walk in with this guy looking like me, and I swipe, there's no reason for me to hack the cameras, right?
No, the
cameras that we're in.
The other, their elevator.
Oh, see, okay.
It's a little late.
What are you talking about? Okay, yeah.
But basically, you want to get your elevator moving, or?
All right, yeah. So he'll go boom, and then like the wall is here. So he quickly goes boom, and he like looks left, looks to right.
This elevator goes. Yeah, you see buttons.
All the buttons.
You press all the buttons.
No. He taps the thing and then looks around. When he goes to sleep, his head kind of like conks against the wall, so he's like leaning against the wall.
Okay, go ahead and roll. First, roll an edge test.
Look, if I knew it was gonna be a big deal, if I knew it was gonna be a big deal, then I'm not gonna do it.
No, please go ahead. Edge plus edge +2. There.
I'm sorry I gave Oz the idea. I just thought it was a funny image in my head.
Okay. Yeah, your head is able to it conks, and it hits. It doesn't hit the 80th floor, which is the maximum, but it hits like 70, 71. So
he's not gonna conk out in front of the buttons.
I thought that's what you were saying.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
I decided she was gonna make a joke.
Yeah.
That's not at all what it was.
Fine. Okay. All right, fine. Reel it back. What is it that's actually happening?
Fritz
what is actually happening?
Scans it, sits down, and takes a nap. Christ. All right.
Oh man. I'll never make jokes again. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I could have given you a plot point for that. That was awesome. Would have been
5 for the cameras.
Are you comfortable with this level of success?
I only have double my edge, so... The thing is, like, I don't want... Yeah, 5 is good enough.
We have
Okay.
edge for a reason.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna play into his bullshit. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna spend edge every time he cries wolf.
Alright.
All right, so there's a reason I cry wolf. All right, so you try and get into the adjacent elevator's camera, but you you're unable to get to it before a patrol ice notices you trying to approach the camera and says, "You there, halt, credentials."
He will give the ice his credentials. His Martin Feldman credentials.
And the ice scans it and says, "You shouldn't be in building security node."
Just wanted to play some Minecraft.
He was this building security? But he's research and development, right?
Yeah.
Firewatch.
A Firewatch, but you shouldn't be in the building security node.
A Firewatch? Look, I don't understand this fucking mumbo jumbo. Alright. So, can I retcon giving it my information?
No.
I
mean, if a
I
plot
don't-
point, maybe,
okay.
but I don't. But this is. I guess you can
don't-
spend a plot point to be like, this is what would have happened, but
I don't understand.
but you failed. You
uh,
technically failed this, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
This is all.
I
The thing
failed-
is, like, this is
he
a
found
result.
me, but-
So
Yeah.
this was a result of you failing your hacking test.
Right.
So they're asking for
He
credentials.
found me, but me giving him information was after the fact, right? I mean, it's fine if it's no, then it's no. But I don't understand.
So,
I'm not.
fine.
I'm not
I-
a fucking
you can-
cyber whiz in a cyberpunk world. I'm just some douche behind a keyboard. I don't know this
if
shit.
you were fine, so if you were to give those credentials, then you would know that you can't. That it would
Okay.
know that you
Okay.
don't belong in this node because you're a researcher, not building security.
But I wouldn't
So
have
it's
known
either
that
get
until
rid
I
of-
gave it my credentials.
No, not necessarily. If
Okay.
your argument is that Fritz would have known, which he would have, I think, because of his past.
Right.
Yeah, I would say I'll let you get away with this, but either way, like you're still being flagged by the patrol.
Yeah. It still found me, but I was just me saying like giving it because I figured.
All right, let's just
development would
let's
be
just
able
keep
to
moving
fuck-
forward because we could argue forever. So
Okay, cool. So he
So you
reaches
have
out his
ice
hand and
staring
goes
you
sure,
down.
and then he hits it with a resonance spike.
bam! Go ahead and give me your tasking roll.
Is resonance spike is tasking?
Yes,
Or is it hacking? Okay.
it's tasking.
I haven't done resonance spike in half a year. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. 6.
6. All right. So you just launch this resonance spike at this piece of ice, and it tries to dodge out of the way, and it almost does, but you get 1 net hit. How much damage is
That's
that?
9.
9. All right. Describe how the thing bursts into pixels.
Nice.
Yeah, so he starts handing out his like information like within the matrix. So I mean, it looks like he's handing it out, but he moves his hand as if he's doing it, and then this spike comes from the ground and impales the thing, and then that thing like dissipates, like boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
And then the spike just goes back into the ground.
Excellent. Deliverance. Your turn.
Now I forget. How disabled are these 2 men now?
Well, okay, so one is currently underneath Voltar's eskrima stick on the ground, and the other has been like knocked up against a wall. Who also got some electrocution, but not as much.
They're both conscious.
They're both still conscious. Yeah.
Okay, then I will stun bolt the one up against the wall.
All right. What do you want to do?
Okay. So defense is strength plus willpower, so I need to roll Sorcery. So that's 13. I'll roll it straight. 4, that's not great.
What did they need to roll? Is it strength plus willpower? Or
Strength plus willpower, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't think I'm going to spend an edge.
Okay.
I feel like,
sure?
I feel like Voltar's got this.
You can also spend a plot
So-
point for a glitch die.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sweet. What was the spell again?
Stop me, Paige. What's that?
What was the spell again that you were using?
Stun bolt.
Stun bolt. Noted. Okay, go ahead. Exploit.
Nice!
All right. All right. So so despite your stun bolt just basically like just almost missing this, well, actually almost hitting him, so it's a miss. I'm gonna say that we need to give this an exploit though, despite the miss. So your stun bolt.
I know. My stun bolt hits the camera and disables it.
Yeah!
Nice. Yeah. So the stun bolt like just pings off of the glass. Like it's like this perfect, just like this right moment between like metal and glass where it like refracts and hits the metal and boom, just ricochets, which you've never seen a stun bolt do before. But it's like whoa, and you just see like the camera fritz like and just kind of just burst into sparks and like.
The camera does what?
Nice. Okay, so my turn. So these guys, the guy on the ground is going to try to snatch the escrim, try to disarm you. So he's going to try and do like a maneuver with his arms to just disarm your escrimistic.
Got you.
So go ahead and roll a defense test, please.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Whoa.
Hold on. I get agility rerolls, and I think I get 2. I'm rerolling that as well because that's not a good. That's better.
8 successes. All right, yeah. So he it's just out of nowhere. The guy like knocks into your arm, and you almost feel the escrima stick slip your grasp, but you're able to keep a hold on it. The other security guard, after having been like faced with a stun bolt come across him, is going to call for backup.
I was gonna say, can he pull out his radio?
He's gonna be like, intruders in the elevator, in elevator 7.
Damn.
Intruders in elevator 7.
Right his radio.
Can I spend
he's-
my last plot? Oh, I have 2. Can I spend a plot point to interrupt him and just chuck my excrema stick at his head?
Yes.
Yes.
So he's reaching. He's like, intrude. Go ahead and give me a close
do damage,
combat.
just to interrupt him.
No. Yeah, give me a close combat anyway.
Okay.
Or actually, I guess this would be a throwing
Wouldn't
weapon.
this
This
be
would be
a
a throwing
throwing
weapon.
weapon? Yeah.
So just agility if you don't have it.
Just agility, straight agility. Okay, hold on. Doop-a-doop.
But you get agility rerolls if you have any.
I just used them. I think I get arms. Cause yeah. All right. Well, 2.
All right. So he sees you, and this. Oh yeah. Did you want to use edge? This escrima stick is coming at him.
Yeah. Fuck it. What did I roll? 2. Okay, so 4. All right, 4 successes in total.
All right. Hey, thanks, Eric. So, he just as he like dodged that stun bolt just barely, he dodges your escrima stick and it bonks off the elevator wall. He's like, intruders! We need backup. Elevator 7.
Damn it.
Voltar.
I'm going to, since I have 2 attacks, I'm gonna finish this guy off below me. That sounded sexual. And then move over to the next one and just kick him across the face.
All right, go ahead and give me your attack on the guy on the ground.
Sure. I think that's correct. And then, boop. Oh, God damn it! I'm re-rolling this one.
It's okay. You've got all that edge.
4 successes.
4 successes.
And then
Those are some bad rolls.
Yep. I'm gonna
Should I
pre-edge my next attack for this guy who called for backup.
Should I?
And then
Nah.
5 successes for the other one. Oh wait, were there 4s in there? Yes. So 5, 6, 7. 7
I'm gonna
successes.
I'm gonna
for the
edge the
last
first. I'm gonna edge the first guy. The second guy, you said it was how many successes?
7.
7. You got 4 net hits. How much is that?
With my boot.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up boot. I have a 3. I feel like that should be as stronger than that, but I have a 3 written down.
Well, yeah, 3 plus however many net successes that was 4, so 7's done.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so you give the guy behind you a good kick to the guy that you just chucked an extra kick, a good kick into the elevator, and you just have him like pinned by the neck, like up against the wall of the elevator, with your boot just like up here. But the other guy is able to just kind of roll out of the way and get up to his feet and rearms himself with his taser. So that's a miss. Fritz.
I'm going to spend a plot point that allows me to get to the guy's walkie-talkie right as he's speaking words. And don't worry, I'm not retconning him speaking into the walkie-talkie, but Fritz is able to catch him. This is just so Fritz is able to catch him right at the perfect time. And I want to hack into his walkie-talkie frequency to tweak the audio.
Okay. I see what you mean, to like distort the audio so that it's hard to tell what he was actually saying in the first place.
Yeah, let me can I do the hacking and then tell you what it is?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's gonna be real neat. Okay, so hacking, that is 3. I'm gonna do another edge because this game sucks. And 6.
Again, you're in Ares headquarters. This isn't easy.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, you succeed. You're patched into this guy's walkie just in the nick of time.
So I have his voice going through, and I'm able. Fritz is able to change or add on to the audio to distort it a bit. So what he's saying into it, what's coming from the his radio to everyone else is intruders in elevator 17.
Nice.
Just like elongates that number.
I love it.
Nicely done.
It.
Give yourself a plot point for that. I like that.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
That was a very good.
Some poor assholes in the elevator that's just like, oh, I get to go home because I bought an apartment and.
Yeah. You'll never believe the director's daughter kicked my ass.
I don't know what anyone heard, but all I heard at the end was Travis saying, kicked my ass.
Yeah, I was like, you'll never believe the time the director's daughter kicked my ass.
Oh, yeah.
Deliverance.
Okay, alright, okay, these assholes. So there was the mage downstairs. I'm just worried if I do anything dramatic that some mage is gonna find me.
I mean, the elevator. Well, the elevator hasn't even been started on your side. So
Like we haven't moved.
Oh, I thought
No.
we were moving.
no, Voltar
this is-
hasn't slapped the
That's
the
fair.
let's go button.
Oh, I'll do that then.
But you don't have the
There's
credentials.
that realization where we're like, oh, we're not okay, and then he like
What?
looked for the number.
Julian's credentials can't. get
Oh,
us
that's
up there?
right. Yes, Julian's credentials. Yes, they can.
All right.
But they go
Can I
to
do
a
that
like.
and do another thing, or is that?
Yes, yes. I'll
mash?
say yes. I'm gonna spend a plot point. Julian's credential, because Julian is just like some wage slave, only has access to specific floors. So I'm gonna say that you can get up to floor 35
Okay.
with Julian's creds.
As long as we're moving, I just want to get away from this riot.
I just realized that we're splitting the party.
Oh yeah.
Party's
Fritz is
been
heading to
split.
71,
But no,
and
Fritz.
then-
Fritz is like your eye in the sky. You know.
Yeah.
Matrix support.
Well,
Fritz is
I-
never away from the party.
I trust everyone.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get us up there, and then You know what? I think it would be really nice to have a spirit of man tagging along. So let's get that going. I'm gonna conjure a spirit of man.
All right.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. 5, eh?
Are you comfortable with that?
I think I am gonna re-roll, just because this whole magic resistance bullshit. Another 5. Okay.
Oh
That'll
shit!
be 10 successes.
All right. Yeah. Describe your badass spirit of man here.
Nice.
So she casts the stun bolt. It goes, and Voltar does her thing, messing these guys up. The guy calls on the radio, and then as he lets go of the radio from the floor, flaps a massive pair of black feathered wings, and then up from the floor of the elevator, this white, like very white-faced but red-eyed with black wings and black robes. It's like this very pale but like evil-looking spirit like emerges from the floor and flaps its wings in an attack. Okay, what's my deal with this?
Attack.
Yeah, we'll just do a straight attack. 3 plus will work.
Which one were you attacking? The one?
No, close combat.
Were you attacking the one that's currently boot to the wall, or the one that just stood up with the taser?
The one that just stood up.
Okay.
4.
All right. All right. Describe the attack.
So it takes its wings and like flaps it right into its face, like.
Yeah. And the security guard just sees this thing just come out of nowhere. He's like, "Shit, mage spirits!" And just like has some kind of like battle instincts, like he was trained for this, and just like knocks this thing's wings out of the way and dodges underneath and like slides across the elevator to the other side. Like it's a baseball inning, and knocks into the corner with his taser gun.
Deliverance, like he slides to the corner where Deliverance is, and she looks over at him, and she's got like her arms out on her side, and the blood that her handkerchief is holding back is starting to leak through, and it's like dripping on the ground, and she like gives him this like wide-eyed stare.
Yeah, to which he's probably like, Jesus! Tries to shoot you. Can you give me a defense test, Deliverance, please?
You're just gonna make her look more crazy when you tase her, that's all.
Voltar, also give me a defense test. The guy that you have pinned to the wall is going to try and kick his way out.
Oh, you can try. You can try. 6 successes.
Okay, yeah. Wow, that's a lot of ones. The guy that you have on under your boot, he just cannot. Like he's trying to get a hit on you, but you just have him so pinned like a badass that there's nothing that this guy can do right now. He is basically at your mercy. The guy though.
I was thinking that he just has short legs and he couldn't reach her. But I like
he's a
better.
dwarf. But this guy who attacks Deliverance just barely manages to get an attack in, and that's going to be 6 stun.
Damn, son.
And meanwhile, the one that just called for backup, he's like, "Don't worry, help is on the way."
Elevator 17.
Elevator's going to the 35th floor. So this glass elevator just started going ding 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 ding, just going up the floors, right alongside
with a new
Fritz.
passenger.
Voltar.
Shit. I'm gonna keep this guy pinned since he's struggling to get free, and I'll pick up my Eskrima stick, the one that's probably right next to us because I just pinned this guy to the glass. And I threw that one at him, and I'm gonna chuck that one at the guy who's stunning Deliverance.
So this is your second extremis kick. The other one?
Yep.
Okay, great. Go ahead and give me a thrown weapons.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Use any agility bonuses you might have with your arms.
Yeah, I'm pre-edging this. So that's a 3. 4. 4 successes.
All right, you got one net hit. How much damage is that?
6, 7 stun.
This was to the guy who just attacked Deliverance, correct?
7 stun, yes.
All right, describe how you knock him out.
Okay, so as he's tasing the crap out of Deliverance, Voltar basically she kind of pushes a little harder on this one guy just to make him shut up, and she takes her estimer stick out of the last one that's in her pocket because the other one's next to her and I don't think she can pick that up. She takes it out of the sleeve, turns it on, and twists her hips and just whips it at this guy, and it just like bonks him in the head. And
then it lands on his temple. And just and you just smell Deliverance gets the faint smell of burning, sizzling meat.
Gross.
And what's your second attack going to be, Voltar?
I'm gonna knock out this guy that I have pinned. I'm just gonna slowly choke him till unconsciousness with
Just
my boot.
keep crushing his neck.
Yep.
Jeez.
I don't want to kill him.
Some people pay good money for that.
Well, yeah, if you don't want to kill him, I mean, yeah, you could probably do like a good lift and cut, like karate kick, like.
Yes,
bah.
that's too amazing. Yes.
Or also like a foot down and then up.
Oh yeah.
There's some cool shit you can do here. So go ahead, give me your close combat.
Okie dokie.
I don't know if we have the motion capture budget for that, Oz.
This is great about role-playing games.
Shit.
You can do anything. Oh!
And then,
Yeah, I'm not going to edge that. Go ahead and describe how you knock him out.
Sweet. Yeah, so, no, I think that works. Deliverance kind of pushes it up a little higher, kicks him up, and then just roundhouse kicks him to the ground. And she's like not even breathing heavy. She like kind of bends over, picks up her eskrima stick, walks over to the other guy, picks up her eskrima stick, and looks at Deliverance. Are you okay?
The guy slumps down from the glass wall, and you just see like this spider cracking.
Yep.
On the glass, and it's just like.
Are you all right?
Deliverance is like she's like ripping the clothes of the guy that's on the ground and tying up her bloody wrists a little bit better to keep the blood from leaking out. And she says, "I'm fine. Let's I can get us, I guess, to floor 35. I don't know if we should use your credentials because we don't want to flag
Ding,
things."
Ding.
Oh, here we go.
Floor 35.
And the doors open. Meanwhile, Fritz is his elevator is just sailing past, and
Like it's like Voltar punching dudes and kicking them and getting all, and then it cuts to Fritz in the elevator just.
Ipanema.
I imagine you pass and you just see like you just see the end of Voltar flipping her eskrima stick to some guy.
Oh, is it like
They're all
is it
glass,
like,
so
they're all so it's yeah.
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 Yep.
And then he looks over and just sees like the last guy like
It's all silent.
And he gets a message from Deliverance. We're on floor 35.
they're all going to elevator 17, so steer clear.
All right. That must be higher up, I guess.
Ding, ding, ding. You just keep going. The elevator just keeps going and going and going, and then Fritz, finally, the elevator stops.
Floor 80.
Oh.
And the door opens.
Yeah, I'll meet you at floor 80.
And with that, I say that's a good point to call it for the episode.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Fritz looks over and sees the other guy's face slamming into the glass and sliding down. That's that image in my head is great. Yeah, just like
Oh man.
You should totally get the perfect dark elevator sound effects because they're perfect. That the voice, the thing I remember goes boom and it opens and it's that exact thing and it's like so satisfying to hear it. You should totally get some perfect dark elevator sound effects.
I was not expecting needing to use that, so that's we
got a lot more elevators to use.
It's true. And so thus ends for now the Ares Infiltration Part 1.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I'm glad
was
we're doing
intense,
multiple
my
parts for
friends.
these.
Me too.
It's not something that you could just wrap up in
No.
like 1 or 2 sessions.
I agree. Yeah, we're giving this headquarters its absolute due. So I'm very, very excited that I get to do it with you guys. And thank you to chat, who was so incredibly supportive. Awesome role playing. I can't wait to go back and like really sit down and read it because the whole time like my wheels are turning.
Fantastic.
But yeah, no, and for all that support and all this edge. So guys, all of your edge and plot points, I say, still keep carrying over.
Sweet.
So write them down.
All
Got it.
done.
Ding, 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 and plot points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
Okay. And hey, the winner of our stream boss is Cole. Cole Saresk. Thank you to Cole.
Is that
So
2
Cole.
weeks in a row?
No,
I
Soy
honestly
Mage.
don't know.
Soy Mage was a prior
Okay.
one, and I was going to use Soy Mage's NPC
Oh, I'm sorry.
this session.
I was thinking
but-
raffle.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Cole won the raffle, but now he gets to
Yeah,
create
last
a NPC. No, Soy Mage's
yeah.
NPC I'm going to keep on hold because it wasn't the right moment to unleash. You guys were too good.
Unleash.
And
I
I
like
think
some of that.
it's probably better if we kind of make the rule like not necessarily an NPC for next session, but one that will be used in the season, because I think it's a lot better to use them when they're perfect than to try and shoehorn them in and kind of like
Yeah.
lower the quality of it.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. I think if I start thinking of these as like arcs, like this is the Ares Infiltration arc that I know that I
Right,
have this
right.
NPC in my pocket for use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use it in
So-
the current arc is a better way to put it. Yeah,
Absolutely. So, congrats to Cole. I look forward to finding out what crazy NPC you wish to create for the Ares Headquarters Infiltration Part 2, which is going to take place 2 Mondays from now. That's going to be Monday the 18th. And make sure that you're tuned in at 8 p.m. for the Optiverse preview, where Opti is going to be talking about his new RPG show for Mutants and Masterminds. Aside from that, our raffle will be on April 15th, so we're going to hold on to all of these amazing suggestions and just compound them with the following episodes. So, how are y'all feeling?
Good.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
dude.
That was good.
Yeah. I want to continue real bad, so I
know.
hate that I have to wait.
I know, but you know what? This is how we build suspense. Am I right? All right, I'm right.
I would like to
dog.
say I am sorry, Deliverance, for causing you stun. It's just I wanted combat in this session because we haven't had combat, and I wanted to warm up myself
I
prior
think that was
things.
awesome.
Yeah, that hit me for half my stun.
for yeah.
Well, you know what though?
And I'm so useless in this elevator. I really should not have even gone in.
You know what though? I mean, a lot of
hope
people rag on the concept of why would players ever use a plot point for surprise threat? And this is exactly why. It's because, if your character is being underutilized because it just happens to be that way, you get to shoehorn a way to utilize yourself.
That's fair.
In it.
That's fair.
And also to just make the game there's a lot of tension, but now you got to just kind of release it in this combat. And you guys were able to tidy this up well enough where you're gonna have these two unconscious bodies in an elevator, but for the most part, bye. You got it nicely covered up. So
An elevator fight is good drama too.
always, we've all seen Captain America.
They run around.
We know this is good. Yeah, this is good.
Anyone want to get
Oh
out?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So-
they're with you to the end of the line.
So, so as a reminder for the announcements, Sea of Spears, our Game of Thrones game, that's March 17th, Sunday. Night Witches, Scrim is the GM and Paige is playing. That's March
Come watch
20th.
it.
Watch Night Witches.
Watch it. It's gonna be so good.
Yes. Optiverse on March 25th is the premiere, although the Let's Chat is going to be before our next episode on the 18th. And make sure to check out new episodes of Radio Free Detroit and Cybernautica. And again, a huge thank you to Prism Shard for the awesome music just for this Ares infiltration occasion.
It's beautiful.
It was
I love it.
fantastic. Thank you. And if you want to make more music, I'll take it. So, from all of us here at Join the Anarchy, well, I guess we should do a sound off, right?
Yeah.
We should do, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm Oz. I'm the game master. And on top of all the stuff that I do here, I am also voice of Ziggy on Radio Free Detroit. Also voice of Augustus on Tales from the Stuffer Shack. And I do other, like, behind-the-scenes stuff for ShadowcastersNetwork. And I'm sure there's other things that I do, but Jesus Christ, it's just too much to keep track of. Fritz!
What's up? My name's Trav. I play Fritz. I am an amateur, so catch me there. I'm an amateur voice actor and also streamer, and talking is most of what I do, though I'm not very good at it. I play Evan on Cybernautica Breakwall, which is having its second episode on March 8th, this Friday, and it's a really good one. So you should listen to it at cybernauticapod.com or cybernauticapod on Twitter. Also, I am going to be streaming right after the show over on twitch.tv/MrTraviTrav if you still want to hang out and do some stuff. It's going to be my first of many Mortal Kombat themed streams leading up to the 11th game next month. You can also follow me on Twitter, TraviTravVA, and Mr. TraviTrav on Twitch, obviously, and on Instagram and YouTube.
Get yourself streaming so we can raid you after.
Bang!
Ding! I just realized I lost, like, cameras. Whoops.
No. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
I'll ask
that
after
was
the
dumb.
session about stuff. All right. But yeah. That's
Yeah.
No cameras.
Cameras are back. Sorry, I was browsing a different window so that I could raid us. Sorry. Sorry. All right, Voltar.
I'm caught off guard. Fuck. I was typing stuff. Hi, my name is Paige. I played Voltar, completely cybernetic chick with daddy issues. I am typing things and trying to think of words. I draw for a living. Hi, I draw. I do that. I'm a person. I'm a meat flesh bag. I need to live. If you want to support my meat fleshiness and survive the apocalypse of social anxiety and depression, then please buy my artwork. You can find me here. Oh shit, I didn't put my Twitter. My Twitter's the Ram Queen with 2 N's. I would type it, but I'm a little distracted with talking about things. I also do other things other than anarchy and drawing for a living. And I do, I do Join the Anarchy, and I do Shattered Isles. Shattered Isles is happening not next week or 2 weeks from now. We're doing it on the 23rd of March, and it's gonna be great because stuff that I can't think of right now. But we're doing a bunch of different things. I'm also doing Once Upon a Tabletop on the 19th.
Yes.
So join us then. That's happening at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm doing Night Witches on the 20th. I don't know what time. Probably 9 p.m. So join us then. It's gonna be great. I'm also featured in Radio Free Detroit as one of the newscaster voices. So if you like hearing Voltar's monotone voice, you can hear my voice. Lovely in the as a newscaster. I'm busy, and I'm gonna relax now. Just find my artwork.
Paige, can I have permission to auto-tune that?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Nancy Pelosi.
That was the best. That was the best outro you've ever done. Amazing.
If
I
you're
like how
new
you
here,
almost cried in the middle of it.
and if you're new here,
Right?
this is normal. I
Yeah.
swear this isn't a skit. This is just me.
That's just her.
And finally, Scrim.
Hello, I am Scrim at Scrimmerva on Twitter. And I don't have many exciting things to list like these fine folks, but I do hope you all tune in for Night Witches because none of us like patriarchy. None of us like fascists. We want to get rid of that garbage.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that through another totalitarian regime, the Soviet Union.
Yay!
Let's fight evil with me on March 20th. 9 Eastern, Night Witches. Me and 4 other rad women are going to be flying some planes and dropping some bombs on some Nazis. So
Bombs over Berlin.
it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Nice. All right. So, so with that,
Traps is trying
thank you
so hard to
everybody.
do something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate it when my keyboard doesn't work. For the Night Witches theme. Alright, here we go. Night Witches to play us off.
Hold on.
What I think it is. Yep.
It's the Soviet.
I need to hold on. I need to turn off our music.
All time.
I can't turn off our music. No. Ah.
Well,
All right.
that's music it is.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you all, and stick around because we're gonna hop over to Mr. Travy Trav's channel. So have a great night. We'll see you around the channel, but especially in 2 weeks for the next episode of Join the Anarchy. Have a great one.
Night, guys.